Greetings to one and all present over here. As we all know that today we have gathered here to celebrate International Women's Day, the contribution of women in nation building and their achievements. International Women's Day is celebrated on 8th of March every year around the world, and it's a day dedicated to celebrating women's achievements in various fields such as social, political, and cultural. You must be wondering why Women's Day is celebrated on 8th of March. Well, there is a brief history around it that goes back around 109 years back. It was in 1909 when a political party of America celebrated 15,000 women who protested against various issues like low pay scale, equal opportunities, and lack of voting rights in the New York City. Originally, it was called National Women's Day, and as the news spread, annual celebration was done across the world. But it was Russia who set the March 8th date. It was in 1975 that the United Nations recognized International Women's Day, and from 1996 it became a theme to celebrate women in society. Now, as we know when and who established it, now naturally the next question that arises is what is the significance of Women's Day? The main aim of Women's Day is to celebrate the achievements of women in various fields and the roles they play, which could be that are an artist, a teacher, an administrator, a politician, or scientist. It is also important to raise awareness about women's rights and gender parity. We can all agree that no country has achieved gender equality yet. There are few places where the concept of gender equality does not even exist. Around the world, women are not given equal opportunities. Now, India is a country where women get equal importance as to the goddess. In fact, in many parts of the country, they are being addressed as Durga, Kali, Saraswati, which highlights their importance in the society. Now, I would like to share some short glimpses of contributions of women in nation building. Since ancient time, India had witnessed some great women warriors, leaders, social reformers, etc. We can bring in front the example of Razia Sultan, how she was well skilled than her brothers for being a sultan. Warriors like Rani Lakshmi Bai, who fought battle to save her province at the age of 22 only. Now, if I talk about social reformers, there is a huge list which include Mother Teresa, Annie Besant, Sarojini Naidu, Savitri Bai Phule, the first social reformer, and many more. After the independence, also, the contribution of women in nation building was appreciable. India was blessed with some great leaders like Indira Gandhi, who served the nation in a very versatile and efficient way. In Bollywood industries also, there were some prominent personalities like Hema Malini, Lata Mangeshkar, who were awarded with country's most prestigious awards. Talking about modern scenario, I think there is no field in which women are behind men. In fact, in some areas, women are far better than men. From sports to politics, defense to research, film industry to administrator, their contribution plays a vital role. We are very much familiar about the achievements of Mary Kom, Saina Nehwal, Sania Mirza, Geeta Fogart, that they how represent our country on international level. Earlier, it was a common belief that women do not go to defense sector, but now more than 10,000 women are appointed as officers in the Indian Armed Forces and given an opportunity to serve and protect the nation. Punita Arora, who was commissioned in 1968, reached to the position of Lieutenant General, the second highest rank in the Indian Army. Recently, PRO first time appoints women officer Major Aina Rana as an in charge of road construction unit in Uttarakhand. Government of India also encourage women empowerment through various schemes and orders like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Mahila Hi Hath, and many more. Very recently, Supreme Court gave order to UPSC to reserve seats for women in NDA. So it is important to have a day that reaches out and helps in solving all the discriminations that are happening against women. As we all know how important women are. They play various roles which could be a caring mother, a daughter, and so on. On this day, it's important to show the women in your life how much you care about them and how much you love them. I want to conclude my speech by saying that International Women's Day is dedicated to celebrating the women across the world came together crossing all the border from various cultural and ethnic groups and share equal importance and respect. The day formed by women helps in bringing attention towards the forgotten women's right and gender parity in a few places around the world. it should be considered a day where everyone acknowledges the value and the importance of women in our lives and all around the